Hello, and welcome to today's video. If you're going through a relationship breakdown right now, whether it's a breakup, the end of a friendship, or even a shift in a family dynamic, it can feel like your world is falling apart. The pain of loss, the uncertainty about the future, and the overwhelming emotions are all part of the process, but you're not alone. In this video, we're going to walk you through the steps of coping with a relationship breakdown, healing, and eventually moving forward. We'll be covering how to acknowledge the emotional pain, set healthy boundaries, rebuild your sense of self, and, importantly, how to support children if they are involved in the situation. This guide is designed to give you clarity, practical tools, and emotional support as you navigate this difficult chapter in your life. Let's get started. Acknowledging the pain. The first step in dealing with any relationship breakdown is recognizing and acknowledging the pain you're feeling. It's easy to try and ignore or suppress the hurt, especially when you feel like you should be strong or move on, but this is the moment to truly feel and process everything. Understanding the grief process. When a relationship breaks down, it's natural to grieve. You might feel an overwhelming sense of loss, whether that's the loss of companionship, the loss of future plans, or the loss of the person you thought you'd be with forever. In fact, emotional research has shown that relationship breakups can cause the same intense grief as the death of a loved one. It's okay to cry, to feel anger, or to feel confused. Grief doesn't follow a straight path, it comes in waves. The key is to allow yourself to feel without judgment. Many people push down their emotions because they feel embarrassed or ashamed of their sadness, but this only delays healing. One of the most freeing things you can do is allow yourself to experience all the emotions that come with the end of a relationship. These might include sadness or a deep sense of loss, anger at the situation or at the other person, relief, especially if the relationship was toxic, and confusion about what went wrong or what comes next. Give yourself permission to grieve. Grief isn't linear. You may feel okay one day and then overwhelmed the next. That's normal. Be gentle with yourself and give yourself permission to grieve in your own way and at your own pace. There's no right timeline for healing. Some people heal quickly. For others, it might take months or even years. Try journaling about your feelings or talking to a trusted friend or therapist. Putting your emotions into words can be incredibly cathartic and help you gain perspective. Setting boundaries and protecting your space. One of the most important ways to protect your emotional health during a relationship breakdown is by setting boundaries. Relationships, especially romantic ones, can become tangled in ways that leave you emotionally and physically drained. Setting clear boundaries not only helps protect your mental well-being but also prevents you from slipping back into toxic patterns. Why boundaries are essential. When a relationship ends, there's often a temptation to keep texting, calling, or staying in close contact, especially if there are unresolved feelings or a desire for closure. But maintaining a constant line of communication can keep you stuck in the past. It might feel comforting at first, but in the long run, it hinders your healing process. Instead, consider setting boundaries that will help you regain control of your emotions. Some examples might include limiting contact. If you're not yet ready to be friends, it's okay to ask for space even if you still care about the person. Let them know that you need time and space to heal. Physical space. If you're living together, create a clear plan for separation. This might include one person moving out temporarily or moving into separate rooms. You may even need to take turns staying with friends or family if it's too emotionally intense at home. Digital boundaries. Unfollow or mute your ex on social media if seeing their posts makes you feel worse. It's tempting to keep checking up on them, but this will only prolong the pain. Enforcing boundaries without guilt. Setting boundaries can be difficult, especially if you feel guilty or like you're being harsh. However, boundaries aren't about punishing the other person. They're about protecting your own mental and emotional space. Remind yourself that setting boundaries is an act of self-care, not selfishness. Don't be afraid to communicate your needs clearly. For example, if you need some time before talking about the relationship or the logistics of co-parenting, let the other person know. This can be especially important if the breakdown involves children. Rebuilding your identity. A relationship breakdown can be a profound shock to your identity. When you've been deeply connected to someone for a long time, it's easy for your identity to become intertwined with that relationship. If the relationship ends, it can feel like you're losing part of who you are. But this is also an opportunity for personal growth and rediscovery. You have the chance to reconnect with who you are on your own terms. Rediscovering yourself. Start by asking yourself, who am I without this relationship? What do I love to do? What makes me feel alive and fulfilled? This might sound daunting, but think of it as a new chapter of self-exploration. Here are a few practical steps for rebuilding your sense of self. Engage in hobbies. Revisit old hobbies or try new ones. Whether it's painting, hiking, reading, or cooking, doing things that bring you joy will remind you that you are a whole person, independent of the relationship. Set new goals. Sometimes a breakdown in a relationship can make you lose sight of your personal goals. Take this time to reevaluate your career, educational aspirations, or personal growth goals. Surround yourself with positive influences. Reconnect with friends or family members who uplift you. Isolation can make you feel stuck, but positive social connections can accelerate healing. Embrace the opportunity to grow. Remember, relationships are part of life's journey, but they don't define who you are. You're still you, and you are stronger than you think. Dealing with children during a relationship breakdown. If children are involved, the emotional landscape becomes even more complicated. Divorce or separation affects children profoundly, and it's crucial to handle this situation with care and sensitivity. Be honest but age-appropriate. When breaking the news to children, it's important to be honest, but you don't need to give them all the adult details. Younger children may not understand the reasons behind the separation, but they will sense the emotional shift in the household. Let them know that both parents will continue to love and care for them, even if the relationship has changed. For example, a simple explanation might be, "We're no longer going to be living together because we've grown apart, but we both love you very much and we're still your parents." Co-parenting with respect. If you have children with your ex-partner, the ability to co-parent with mutual respect is essential. Children need stability, and they need to know that their parents can still work together as a team, even if the romantic relationship is over. Keep communication respectful. Try to avoid arguing in front of your kids. If you need to discuss things like custody arrangements, finances, or schedules, do it in private. Consistency is key. Children thrive on routine, so try to maintain consistency in their schedules. This includes school, bedtime routines, meals, and weekend plans. Validate their feelings. Let your children know that it's okay to feel upset or confused. Encourage them to talk about their emotions and offer them comfort and reassurance. Seeking professional help for children. If your child seems particularly impacted by the situation, it might be helpful to seek professional support. A counselor or child therapist can give your child a safe space to express their emotions and learn how to cope with changes in the family dynamic. Seeking support and therapy. Finally, don't hesitate to seek support for yourself during this difficult time. Whether you're dealing with the emotional fallout of a breakup, divorce, or friendship breakdown, therapy can provide invaluable assistance. Individual therapy. A therapist can help you process your emotions, understand your patterns, and guide you through the healing process. Group therapy, support groups. Sometimes it helps to connect with others who are going through similar situations. Support groups can provide a sense of solidarity and reduce feelings of isolation. Family therapy. If you're co-parenting or struggling with how to communicate with your ex, family therapy can help mediate difficult conversations and improve your relationship moving forward. In conclusion, navigating a relationship breakdown is never easy, but remember that you're not alone. It's a journey of self-discovery, healing, and ultimately growth. By acknowledging the pain, setting boundaries, rediscovering who you are, supporting your children, and seeking professional help, you can move forward with strength and resilience. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Let us know in the comments what steps you've taken to heal from a relationship breakdown, or any questions you have. Remember, you're stronger than you think, and you have everything you need to heal and move forward. Take care of yourself, and remember, you've got this. It may take time, but you've got this, and we'll see you in the next video.